Hi, this is Dan with QT Equipment, and today I want to show you what a MACK GRANITE looks like as a service truck. You probably know the MACK brand from a lot of concrete or dump trucks. We're going to look at how we built this truck, a couple of things that are special on the equipment side, but mostly the chassis side. So let's dig in. Little fun facts of truck manufacturing history. MACK was started in 1900 by the MACK brothers in Brooklyn, New York, and they started building buses. In 1905, they moved their operations to Allentown, Pennsylvania, and started building trucks. MACK Bulldog became a thing in the 1930s sometime. One of the brothers was laid up from a surgery and started whittling and whittled that Bulldog, and that became their logo. Let's talk about what's powering this beast of a service truck. Engine, we've got the MACK MP7 engine. That is an 11-liter engine rated at 425 horsepower. That's an inline turbocharged 6-cylinder engine. Nice thing about MACK is they give you a couple of different engine options. You can choose the MACK engine, or I believe the Cummins engines are also an option. As far as transmissions go, the MACK transmission, which is called a MACK M drive, that's an option, or you could go with some Allison options. This has the Allison 4500 RDS option, which is a little bit of an upgrade from our standard spec, which is the Allison 3000 RDS. Nice thing about MACK is that you can have an integrated transmission, but then they also give you the options for the Allison transmission or the Cummins. Nice to be able to have those options, unlike some other manufacturers that are trying to steer you in one direction. Another nice thing about this MACK is that you're going to be able to get 72 gallons of fuel in this nice compact tank underneath the cab here. This cab sits a little higher than most of the other cabs, so you've got a lot of space for this fuel tank, and then also you've got your batteries conveniently located right here to the left of the fuel tank. A lot of the trucks that we build on the Kenworth or the Peterbilt platform, the batteries will be inside the cab underneath the passenger seat. Nice thing about that is you're not taking up valuable service body real estate for your batteries, but this battery placement is also pretty nice. Quick word about paint match. This is a concrete gray from MACK, and our paint team went ahead and did a really nice color match between the body and the cab on this one, painted with Sherwin-Williams Genesis single stage paint. This truck's got a custom lube system built into it with 2 new oils, salvage, and 120 pounds of grease. These are Graco air pumps, and then the reels are in the right-hand compartment. We'll take a look at those in a second. And then we've also got a custom bulkhead protector here built in that's removable, so you can still get to everything easily, but it's going to protect your tanks and lube equipment. You got stuff in the back, somebody cut you off in traffic, you got to slam on your brakes. This is going to keep everything safe. This truck comes with the GetTech Welder Jumpstart battery charging unit. This is a hydraulically powered unit. So this truck's going to have 2 PTOs, one that's going to operate your crane and compressor, and then one that is going to operate this unit. This unit also has a cooler, which is mounted behind the compressor. And then those lube tanks that we were talking about earlier, these are Reelcraft reels that are dual pedestal with the Graco electric metered nozzles. You've got 2 new oils, you've got your grease, you've got your salvage, and then this is your salvage pump with the 4-way valve. Before we leave this compartment, I wanted to point out a few details that I'm really proud of our team on. These bulkhead fittings turned out great. All the push lock and the plumbing is really nice and clean and tight. And then on this back wall, you can barely notice it, but our fab team welded a plate in on the back wall, stiffens the back of this compartment to be able to hold these reels, and then our paint team blended it all in with the compartment coating. You can barely tell that it's there. And then we've got this nice air manifold for all your lube systems, well labeled and easy to use. This cab is spacious and comfortable And the thing I really like about it is that the gauges are all easy to read, your visibility is really good, and you don't have to reach very far for anything. All these upfitter switches are very easy to get to, very well labeled, and everything's very well built and sturdy, what you would expect from a MACK. Not like some other more automotive type vehicles. This is, this is a truck. This is a truck that is ready to go to work. You've got a flat bottom steering wheel, and this steering wheel is adjustable. Took me a second to figure out how to do it, but there's a pedal on the floor. You push that down, and then the steering wheel is adjustable for comfort. You've got a nice air ride seat that you can adjust up and down, and then it also adjusts for lumbar. Let's fire this baby up and I can show you the lighting of the gauges. Everything looks really good on this truck. All right, before we get out of the cab, that never gets old. Thanks for joining us today in beautiful Akron, Ohio. You never know what the weather is going to bring us here, but we're an all-weather company. Our customers are all weather, all seasons. Doesn't matter if you're July in Texas or January in Michigan, you guys are out there making sure that heavy equipment is out and working. If you want to find out what we're building on a regular basis, whether it's custom stuff like this MACK GRANITE or some run-of-the-mill Ford F550s, you can find us on Instagram at QT Equipment, Facebook QT Equipment, or our website, qtequipment.com. Work dirty, be happy. Until next time. Hi, this is Dan with QT Equipment. Man, a little chilly.